Hello everybody, this is Robert, and today we're going to look at modeling a revolved design in Inventor. So here we want to go to our new button and we want to standard IPT and we'll hit create. And Inventor will open. Haven't done any Inventor exercises for a while, so I thought I'd do this one. It's a pretty good design that we can learn a lot from using the Revolve command in Inventor. So as soon as Inventor wakes up here, wow, finally. So we'll go into our browser here and we'll select the origin and expand this. And then what we want to do is we want to hit Control and select these three planes. And they align to the world coordinate system. And then I want to do a right click here and I want to enable the visibility. So now from this point, we'll go into our start 2D sketch. And then the status bar says select the plane. So we want to select the XY plane here. And then we'll go into our project geometry, select project geometry here. And then we want to select the X and the Y axis, as you can see highlighted in yellow there. And then we want to take our line command here. And we want to just go in here and just sketch out the shape here. Let's go about right here. I want to go a line here, here, a line from this point to there. I want to incline the edge from there to there, from there down to here. Go back up, say to right about here, come back down here, and then we'll close it off. So there's our shape. And now we want to take our dimension tool and we want to select from the x-axis to this bottom, and then we want to hold dimension out here. So, and I want to do a right click and I want to say linear diameter. So what that's doing is setting the diameter for our profile here. So now let's take another one here. We're still going to come in from X to this point here. I want to right click and use linear diameter here. Okay. So now what we want to do is create our shape and dimension it. What we want, this Revolve is going to, this profile is going to be 4 inches wide. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to start with the larger dimensions. So I'll go from here to here. I'll right click this, use linear diameter. With this dimension out here, I want this to be 4. Okay. And the next dimension from here to this point, right click linear diameter. This one will be 3.75. Okay, and we'll take this next dimension. Linear diameter. This will be 3.5. Oops. Okay. So it's coming into to shape here. This dimension right here, we'll just change this one. This should be 1.5. Okay. I think I skipped one, so I'm going to undo this back. Yeah, that one. I skipped that one. So I want a dimension from here to this point. Right click, linear, and this one was our 1.5. I hope. Yeah. Okay, so now we're moving along here. So this one we can just change. This one would be 1.25 or 1.25 inch. Okay, now this one, change this one. As you notice, their diameters. Okay, so here, this one is going to be 0.75. So there's our profile. Now we've got some dimensions here, so we want to change this dimension here to, this is just to be a 1/2 inch. And this here, let's go from here to here. This line to this line. This would be 1.125. Okay. And this one here, let's make this one 0.750. So there we have our profile. I think I've got all the dimensions in there I need. And then, so once we have our sketch all dimensioned, I think that's what we're after here. We want to do a finished sketch. And then we'll go to our home view here. And then we'll select the Revolve command under the 3D model. So select Revolve. And then we'll touch the inside. Now, once we have it, we have the thing selected, we get this dialog box will pop up. And it'll say here in red, select axis. So I want to select the x-axis as our axis of rotation. So that'll be X. And there's our rotation. So as you see, we have our default work on this one. And there's our full selected. So what happens with this, as you can see, I can set these degrees, but in this case, we want a 360 full. So then from that point, I'll just say okay. And there's our feature. Now, let's move along here. I want to rotate our revolved design around here to the home view. Now what we want to do now is we want to mirror this. Okay, so what happens here, very simple, we'll go into our mirror command here. And then we'll get this dialog box here as well. And then we'll hit mirror plane. Okay, so I'll select this guy here. I'll mirror it. I'll right click here. Okay, 1 second here. Don't want to do this. Let me cancel this for a second. So basically how you mirror is we go to the mirror command on our panel. And the mirror dialog box, the featured button is activated. Okay, so this button is already activated. So inside the graphics window here, I want to just do a right click and select continue. Okay, then I want to select this guy, and then I want to hit mirror plane. Okay, select it. There we go. And then I'll hit OK. So what I did here, I mirrored it, so now we have this on both edges, both sides. So now I want to do a wireframe. Go to View, and I'll go to Wireframe here. Okay, now what we want to do here is just basically, let's put some holes in here. I might want to do another video of this. Is everybody following? Yeah, this looks pretty good. So I'm going to go to my home view here, and I want to start another 2D sketch. And then I want to start that sketch on the XZ plane, which is here. Then I want to right click and select Project Geometry. And then I want to set the Y axis. And the Z axis. Okay, now I want to go to my sketch circle. And I want to just zoom in here and do a circle right about here. Now at this point, I'm going to go into my look at. Click on look at. Okay, and I'll select this plane right here. Okay, you want to look at, so hit the look at, and then we'll select the circle. Cancel this for a second here. I'm going to go with look at. Okay, so you select the circle and then you do look at. That's kind of a tricky one there. And now what I want to do here, I want to draw a construction line here to get this rotation going on. So what we want to do is we want to draw a line. Okay, and then we want to make this a construction line. So select that. And then we want to take a point from here to our center. And now hopefully this will work. We want to do a dimension from this axis to here. And I want to change this to 30 degrees, and that should rotate if everything's good. Yes, okay. So now that rotates by the origin, which is what we wanted. Now, what we want to do now at this point, we want to do another construction line, but this one will be circular. So we go to our circle, center point. This is also a construction line, and I want to make this 2.5 inches. Just go 2.5. I think I can just key that in. Yep, just like rivet. Uh-oh. Okay, now there's that construction line. I want to cancel this out. So we have our lines, and then I want to measure this, make sure, get this measurement for this. This will be a 1/2 inch. So we'll select this guy here, and we'll make this 0.5. Okay. And then at this point, we can say finish sketch. Okay, 1 second here. Okay, what happened there? So we want to step back a minute here, see what's going on here. Okay, that's good. Okay, we want to finish our sketch. We go to 3D box. I'm going to hit extrude for this guy here. And this one will go through. And then we will set, what else we need to set in here? This is a cut. And straight through, right? So that's it. So what we have here is we have direction straight through, and then we have through all, and we should say okay. And there we have our opening, our hole in our Revolve design. So now what we can do to finish this guy off, we can do a circular pattern here. And what's going on with your circular pattern is basically go here to the pattern command. We want circular here, and the little dialog box appears, and it's saying select our feature. We want this one here. It's highlighted in blue, and then we want to say the rotate axis here. And the rotate axis we want to circle around is the x-axis. We'll select, yes, that's going to be our x-axis, I think, right. And then we have our number of elements. So here we want to go with 5. So I'll just see if I've got 5 here. Yep, we'll just sit at that 5. And then we'll click OK. And there we have our, looking good, guys. So I want to change this material back, the view here. I want to put this at something other than realistic. Let's go with, let's go shaded. Shaded with edges. Okay, so there we go. So that's how we put this guy together. Now, another thing we want to look at here, I want to show you this briefly. I want to go to Manage tab here, and we'll look at our parameters. And here in this tab, in this icon, I mean, yeah, we just popped up. These are all of the parameters. And as you can see on the bottom here, this D15, these are 2 we just worked with for the amount of the circular holes in this pattern. So I'm going to say done here. And I want to save this because we're going to come back and do some more neat stuff with this. So I'm going to do a save. And I'm going to call this our, this will be Pulley. So hey guys, thank you for watching this video for Inventor. I'm going to say that. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe. I have about 300 plus videos for Inventor, Navisworks, and Revit. Thanks for watching. Everybody be safe and see you in the next video. Bye.